I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's a filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
I really like this band. I listen to them a lot, especially that Breaking Out song. So here we go, dear listener. Song number 1, song numero uno, act 1. What's it called? Hope? Rides Alone.
Hope Rides
Alone. Let's do it.
No one was left who could remember how it had happened. How the world had fallen under darkness. At least no one who would do anything. No one who would oppose the robots. No one who would challenge their power. Or so Dr. Wiley believed.
20 floors above the dark streets of the city, Dr. Light lived in a rundown tenement. An eccentric and brilliant man, Light was a loner, a thinker, a man of ideas. Ideas forbidden in Wiley's society. The society for which he worked, the society in which he lived, the society he would set free. And so Light worked far into the night, when the watchful eyes of Wiley's robots weren't upon him. He had set his skillful hands to the task of creating a device to bring about a change, to create a machine to bring freedom, to create a man to save the world. 12 years Light worked, and on a cold night, the year 2000X, Protomen was born. A perfect man, an unbeatable machine, hell-bent on destroying every evil standing between man and freedom. Built for one purpose, to destroy Wiley's army of evil robots. Ready, willing, prepared to fight.
Let's go! Not yet.
The crowd had gathered there to watch and fought to watch their homes destroyed. They watched it beat him, they watched it break him, they watched his life defense destroyed. It was not a man among them who would let himself be heard. From the chaos of that collective fear arose these broken words.
What an introduction. I'm looking at the comments. Everybody keeps talking about a video game. Weren't people talking about video games before? You remember people talking about video games in the comment section the other time?
With Protomen?
Yeah.
Protomen, yeah, but I think that some of the, I'm not sure if they use some of the Protomen's music in video games,
a video game,
or if they created one based off the storyline. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I do remember that there is some connection between them.
Use them as the soundtrack, basically.
I'm not sure if the video game used them or if. Hey, is there a way for me to turn this up so I can hear the headphone? Is that the headphone volume?
No, they're gonna hear you. The only way to hear your headphone volume is through this one.
Yeah, I know that's plugged in.
Oh, is that in your ear already?
Yeah.
Turn that up a little bit, I guess.
All right. Did I get any louder on you guys' end, or can you hear me the same?
Okay. So,
So River says the albums are based on the video games Mega Man specifically.
Oh!
Are you familiar with that video game?
Mega Man, that's the one where you go and the guy shoots out of his hand. He's like a little, it's like a kid though.
I'm sure I wasn't allowed to even see
Maybe
it.
That's okay. So the guy that died.
Yeah.
So what, they made a robot out of him basically?
Oh, okay. I'm seeing the video
like
games
the
here.
guy who's like, the one is like, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
And he goes to fight Dr. Wily, and then Dr. Wily, he falls out of the building, he kills him, and then Dr. Light takes him. And so I'm assuming this is where it picks up, and Wily makes a Proto-Man out of this guy, and it's his job to go and then destroy all of Wily's things. So okay. Now I'm starting to figure it out. Okay, so this entire time I've been inspired by Mega Man the entire time. Don't turn your back on the city.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
It's that's
been
cute.
So inspiring.
Oh yeah, you can even see. Look at the album cover.
I'll be in the shower all crying and shit. Don't turn your back on the city. Come on, man. And it's been about Mega Man the whole damn time. Holy shit. So Proto-Man is a machine built by Dr. Light. Okay, so Mega Man is coming at some point, I'm assuming.
So when it says Hope rides alone, remember he got on the motorcycle and he left by himself?
Yeah.
I
forgot what that guy's name was. I got to figure out what that guy's name was. But go ahead.
So when he did that, I think that's what it's talking about. Like, he's by himself. Nobody's going with him, right? Hope rides alone.
Yeah, because everybody's basically submitted to the power of Dr. Wily.
Right, because no one
Wily
Go ahead.
Dr. Wily was the jealous guy, remember? Because his girl was like, "You'll never be as good as Dr. Light," and then he killed her, and then he. Yeah, but go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I just thought earlier that I said he killed the girl, and you said no, he killed the guy.
Yeah, it was his girl. It was Wiley's girl, though. It was Wiley's girlfriend. What are you talking about? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe I remember that. Okay.
I get it.
No one was left who could remember how it had happened, how the world had fallen under darkness. At least no one who could do anything. No one who would oppose the robots. No one who would challenge their power. Or so Dr. Wily believed.
So Dr. Wily was Dr. Light's sidekick, basically. Like, he was never...
But he was bad.
But, yeah, he had the big lust for power.
Yeah.
And then, he basically, Dr. Light was...
Protomen is a machine built by Dr. Light.
Yeah. We dealt with that. What's up, Davey? Good to see you, buddy. Right, so Dr. Wily was basically Dr. Light's sidekick or whatever, and then, like a lot of dudes, like, he was, like, secretly jealous the entire time, right? And then he basically got pushed over the edge when his girl was like, "You'll never be as good as Dr. Light," and then she started singing, "Oh, Light," and all this, and then he basically had a giant meltdown and killed her, and then all that.
I thought that she was with the other guy. I don't think... The one that killed her, I thought, wanted to be with her.
That's Dr. Wily.
Yeah.
That's what I said. She was with Dr. Light.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And then, remember she sang that song and all that, and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, then he turned into this megalomaniac, and it turned into this giant police state where the robots were watching everything, and there was a curfew and all this. So then there's this guy that rises up, and he's like, "There's something wrong here. I'm going to destroy it." And so, really good song. It's called "Breaking Out." You should check it out.
It was
my favorite song of 2020. I think that was the best song of 2020 for me.
We've heard it around here quite a few times.
What?
That song.
Oh yeah. It's one of the best songs of all time. Don't turn your back on the city. So then that happened, and then but then he lost in his bid to destroy Dr. Wily. He got thrown out of a building in an explosion and he died. I was assuming that it was like a RoboCop type deal, that he reconstructed him, to go and defeat Dr. Wily. But Dr. Light basically, I guess, just created another robot called the Protoman, which is supposed to destroy Dr. Wily's machines and liberate the city. But alas, this Dr. Wily, man, he's like, you can't really beat him. You can't beat City Hall. So... Is that what you got from it?
Yeah, so then I forgot that he died.
Yeah, he died at the end. Remember we were talking about Christ figures and all that? His name is Joe.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah, it's Joe.
So Joe was going you're saying that Joe was created by Dr. Light?
No, Joe is a human being.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
He fought and then he died at the end. I was assuming that since this story picks up where that left off, that Dr. Light took Joe's body and reconstructed it into the Protoman and then sent him out.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
That's what I assumed happened, but the Protoman is just a robot.
Okay.
And the robot lost. So,
okay.
There's that. So, this is really, really cool. And we're streaming also on Twitch, which is kind of a video game platform. So, there you go.
So, there's that interesting bit. Okay, so there's a skyline in the distance, a brilliant and bright city with building after building crowded into a dense and industrious center. The city is close now, rushing past the buildings to the base of one crumbling high-rise. The first story passes by. The second now, and with more speed. This is a blur of windows and brick. 18, 19. 20 floors above the dark street of the city, Dr. Light lived in a rundown tenement. An eccentric and brilliant man. Light was a loner. A lot of people in our village can relate. A thinker, a man of ideas, ideas forbidden in Wily's society, the society for which he worked, the society in which he lived, the society that he would set free. And so Light worked far into the night with the watchful eyes of Wily's robots warned upon him. He'd set his skillful hands to the task of creating a device to bring about a change, to create a machine to bring freedom, to create a man to save the world. That part when it said it in there, of course, we're Christians. You can't help but put the, you know what I mean? Like,
well, to Rivers' point, they say, notice the dialogue they used around Protoman. They watched them beat him, watched them break him. They're pulling similar imagery.
oh,
So it's,
okay.
the Proto-Man, would
Yep.
be the first man, the prototypical man, I guess, and so he it's a form of a Christ figure, I suppose.
A perfect man, an unbeatable machine, hell-bent on destroying every evil standing between man and freedom, built for one purpose, to destroy Wily's army of evil robots, ready, willing, prepared to fight. The streets, the arteries of this metropolis run with bodies. Crowding together, they flow out of the city toward a superstructure east of town, a factory, a fortress. Glancing at it, the facade resembles the face of a skeleton. Smoke pours from the stacks high above the outer wall. The gates are open. A figure stands in the light before the entrance.
Interesting. The facade resembles the face of a skeleton.
Yeah.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky?
Golgotha?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Speak on it, MacDon. Speak on it.
So the hill that Jesus was crucified on is commonly called Golgotha, and it's the face of the place of the skull, and it's very weird what the side of the hill looks like, because it literally looks like there's a skull or like a face there. Vinny's gonna post a picture for you guys, but it's pretty weird.
Yeah, so this is the traditional burial crucifixion site of Christ,
I thought the other one was a little clearer, but
called Golgotha, and you can see here it was nicknamed Golgotha, the place of the skull, or Skull Hill, because it looks like a skull. You see the two eyes there, the kind of sneering face, which is really interesting considering Genesis chapter 3:15. But
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Genesis 3:15 is that the seed of the woman would crush the head of the serpent, but that the serpent would be nipping at the heel of the of the seed of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So so it's interesting is that you've got a skull, a skeletal looking place, which is the headquarters of the bad guy. Okay, so that is the introduction, song 1. And the other thing about this album is there's a lot of narrative in it, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
We're not going to reread the narrative because a lot of the narrative was on the screen itself. But that's a long story short. That's the setup. If you guys are not familiar with the story, we're going to go right into song 2 now.
So it was you're not rating the intro?
Yeah, I think we should rate it.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7. It's a solid 7. It's not really a song. It's like an intro to a movie, like an extended trailer.
Yeah.
It's like a 4-minute trailer.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 7 as a 4-minute trailer.
I'm gonna go with a 7.6. And I'm going with a little bit higher probably than you did, because for whatever reason the intro made me feel like really excited to get into the album.
True.
So I'm like,
Which is
actually 8.2. 8.2.
The point of a trailer.
Yeah. So
Mark, if I do an Insomnia stream tonight, I will talk about the Antichrist and the devil and the end of days and all that if you want.